Hello everyone, it's me Zippy. It is um it is the 17th of September 2020. Today is Thursday, and today I wanted to give you all a coronavirus update. So, as you know, September, right? And basically, um I gave my last update like what in May or something. But things have changed. Um The number of cases are many still. I think at the point where basically it's not like it's rising as much as it used to be, like as like really exponentially as it used to. But now it's more steady. But unfortunately, people are still dying. People are still, passing away from this virus. And I mean, it's just gotten to the point where it's not as bad as it was like in spring, where it was like dramatically increasing, and it was so bad. People had to really stay at home. People had to really just be cautious of everything. Um, I mean, it's really, really a tough time. If you think about it. It was just 6 months ago. So this week actually, we crashed that threshold, that benchmark. Sadly, of half a year since COVID-19 was declared a worldwide pandemic. So yeah, that was back in March, a few months ago, and it's been really sad to think about that and the fact that it has people, loved ones, everywhere, worldwide, and um, yeah, it's just really sad. And I mean, I can give you the numbers too, but I mean, we all know what they are, right? We all know what they are now, you know. And so now what's happening is schools are starting, right? Schools have started basically. Um, I've chosen to do all online for myself because I am vulnerable to the virus. I have asthma, so obviously it's not a great combination. Um, and so there's options now of blended learning and online learning. Um, there are schools or universities, I think, well, really universities, right, that are just saying that um, basically that you can come to campus, like you can just come to campus, and some of them are taking really good procedures, obviously. Most of the times, the students, in some places, they're not doing a great job because they're being a little bit careless, and we've started to see cases rise in these universities that are just reopened. And it's a very delicate thing. I know for New York City, there's a strike going on from the teachers, some teachers, and that's why the schools were delayed to be on the 21st, because New York City has the largest school system in the country. There's 1.1 million kids, and that's just public schools. That's just public schools. Um, and it's very delicate because some people want this, some people want that. Some families want this, some families want that. You have unions, you have people wanting the teachers to be healthy, not wanting to endanger anyone's lives, obviously. And it's just trying to make sure kids also have a good chance to learn in a safe environment, because some people say, okay, online learning, it's like not as effective and not as great a way for kids to learn as learning through in person. Obviously, there's such a big risk in learning in person. Even if it's blended learning, it's a huge risk. In New York City, you have people going in subways, the trains, the buses to commute to school. So, I mean, here it's the hardest. I mean, that's how it's spread easily. I mean, we're a dense city. We are very much, um, many people, 8 million people in this one city, and people commute from all over. You don't know where they come from. Some people they live in homes that are very, these many people living together at once. Um, and it's just very much hard to, you know, stay safe in this environment for anyone, really. Um, and so it's hard for everyone to make a decision on what should we do, for students coming back this fall. Um, I don't know how it'll be in the spring, honestly. I'm very much wondering how it'll happen. I think by then people are thinking, okay, hopefully by the time we have spring comes, there's a vaccine so we can get back to normal. And I don't know what that means, the new normal. I don't know what kind of normal that is. But, I mean, even going back to school in the spring, it sounds still kind of risky, you know. But hopefully the virus will have, hopefully the vaccine will have come by that time. And even then, because they're talking about making the vaccine right now, even then it's like vaccine coming, you know, it's like, the vaccine coming, um, how many people will get the vaccines, you know, will it be like everyone gets a vaccine, and, we want to make sure everyone gets it, you know what I mean, but they're still in the process of making it, so, it will take time, definitely, it's kind of a waiting game now, but in the meantime, people are preparing, making plans, doing all that kind of stuff, which is important, because we can't just wait, and we can't just be like, okay, the virus will eventually, you know, do its own thing, we have to be prepared. And now India, by the way, is second most affected country by the coronavirus. Um, and US obviously is number one. Um, so it's really crazy. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it's just crazy times. Like, if someone told me this is how 2020 would be like, I'd be like, wow, okay. Let me just prepare. Let me just prepare everything ahead of time. Um, I think people thought 2020 would be like a really cool year because it's like, oh, 2020, you know, 2020 vision, whatever. 2020, like, that's a cool number, right? That's really cool. Something about like how 2020 is like a kind of unique year because like the last year, something about, I don't know, it's kind of, but anyway, um, and then, you know, she's like, it's weird because like people have been saying, okay, 2020 has been really just bad, bad year because it's like, it started off badly with a lot of events happening, Australian bushfires, Kobe Bryant died, um, a lot of things, and then eventually COVID happened in March. So we're not even into the year. We're like 3 months into the year, and it's like COVID. It actually started in February in China. Back then, back then it was like, you know, it wasn't affecting us, right, in the U.S. Then it came to Washington. Then it came to the West Coast, and I was like, okay, it's in the West Coast. It's in Washington. Like, that's not gonna be near us. And then eventually, I don't know how, but eventually it did come around here, and Europe became rampant with the virus. And it was just kind of like a way you could like kind of look and see how it spread so quickly, because it was all the way in China, then it went over here to the West Coast, and then it came to New York City, and then it's everywhere. It's in India, it's in Israel, it's in South Africa, it's in everywhere, it's in Brazil, it's in Europe, everywhere in Europe. It's like, wow, I mean, this is how bad the virus is. It just spreads so quickly. It doesn't discriminate, it doesn't care who you are. It will attack you. It will attack you. Or if you're asymptomatic, it will attack someone else that you've come in contact with. So it's a really bad virus. Um, it's really bad. And, I mean, this year has been off to a really rocky start, but hopefully next year will be better. I mean, hopefully this fall will be great, you know, we're in fall now. Fall 2020, and things, hopefully they get subside, obviously. We should just remain happy with what we have, our health, right? People are in the hospitals, people are dying of this virus. We're healthy, we're alive. I mean, we are not struggling for those of us who aren't. So it's important to remain positive, optimistic, and really thankful about what we have so far. Um, this is even before the weather becomes really bad and cold. I mean, it's 64 degrees outside, look at that. Oh, sorry. Look at my screensaver though. That's pretty cool screensaver. It's 64 degrees outside. Look at that. Can you believe it? So it's getting colder now. um, it's funny because of this summer. It's like COVID kind of really hindered the summer or what you could have done. You know what I mean? Um, a lot of plans were just thrown out of the window a long time ago. I mean, it was just kind of. I mean, I am one of the people who had these plans since even, you know, uh, like these plans since like 6 months, 9 months ago from now, and COVID came and just threw it out. Um, so it's really just changed everything, changed the whole game, and it's just really unfortunate and really sad. about what's happened. And obviously now, if you look on the news and the media, right, all you see is COVID information. This is the BBC, right? Um, and all you see is COVID information. Here it says new virus restrictions for Northeast England. Oh, this is the UK version. Okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know how I got there. um, it's not loading for me. So, but anyway, it's taken over our lives. It really has, and it's affected everyone in some way, right? Whether you like it or not, it's changed your plans. It's killed someone in your family. It's just made you sick at one point. It's done everything. It's changed how you go to work, how you go to school, how you commute, how you see people you love, how even how seeing a baby, who was born, or attending a wedding, I mean, things we took for granted. I think it's made me appreciate it more about what we used to have in the past, right? And just how simple it was, I mean, just being with people, um, just having not worry about, oh, my mask, and oh, I need to stay 6 feet apart. I mean, just kind of the things that you obviously are important today, but you don't think about how like that closeness and that togetherness and socialization and going to events, meeting people, seeing your old friends and family, how that is just really gone because it's just one there it's 1 second it's here and the next day it's gone. And I wanted to end this video on a good note because I have something I wanted to show you. Oh, here it is. It's a very scareful thing. It's from 1993, so it's 17, no, 17, oh my goodness. It's 27 years old, and so it's 10 years older than me. And so, this is really cool. It's this really old dollar bill, $20 bill. I don't want to use it, even though it's $20, but as you can see here, it looks really cool, and nice. Yes, I cut my fingernails. They're not this short usually. They're very long. But it's, 93. I mean, that's cool. And this is the old back. See? It looks really cool. This is, if you want proof, 93, guys. So, yeah. I want to end it on a good note and just, tell you guys what's happening and be optimistic, have faith, persevere, and we'll get through this. We are New York strong and New York tough. Even if you're not a New Yorker. Because I'm not, but I live here. So, yeah, we'll get through this. And this is a crazy year, 2020, but let's see what happens next.